Hello everybody, welcome back again to another live coding session. Today we're going to build some search functionality into a Laravel app. So last week we've built more features into the FFmpeg package, and already some people have been using it, which is great. And we also found some bugs, of course. So we kind of tackled them this week. So that feature we built last week with resize filter stuff, that has been released. We've tested it, some bugs came, and yeah, we fixed them. So today we're going to build the search functionality, and I created a little demo app, which you can find on GitHub. So let's go to GitHub. And let's see. That's me. Here it is. You can find the link in the comments as well. It's just a simple Laravel 8 app. Nothing special. I will give you a little tour of it. So yeah, the only thing I installed is the Laravel debug bar. That's the only dependency. Let's see what we have here. We've got a little search controller, which is the only controller in this app. Let's give you some proof. Here it is. It only has one endpoint. So let's see what this controller does. It returns a view, a search view, and here it is. So this view has a search input, a simple form, and it has a table with the results. And at the bottom of the page, you'll find the pagination. So here are some of the results and the link to the other pages. And the logo on the left, this is the debug bar, where you can see all the queries and the models and the views. And you probably have used this package before. So in this app, we have three models. We have a book model, a post model, and a video model. And all three can have comments. So, and a comment belongs to a user, but I didn't define that relationship. It's not really that important. So let's go to the database, see what this looks like. We've got our books table, our posts table, and the videos table. And I'm gonna show you the comments table as well. So here you'll find a comment with a user ID of 1, the comment itself, which is just a dummy text, and the relationship to the book model. So this comment belongs to the first book. Let's scroll. Oh, here are the post comments. Well, you get the ID. I see that the database with 100 books, 100 posts, and 100 videos, and a variable, not every instance has the same amount of comments. So let's go through the factories. For example, here's the book factory. Also, these are the new Laravel 8 factories. The book is really simple. It has a title, a description. It has a release date, which is a date time, which you will probably never do. Year would be better, but it's just a demo app. And then after we've created a book, we create somewhere between 0 and 10 comments for this book. And we do the same for post and for video. And for this demo, I've given the models different attributes. So the book model has a title attribute, and the video has a name attribute to make things a bit more complicated. A book model always has a release date. A post can have a published at date, but it can also be null. And the same is true for videos. So a video can be published if it has a date. If it doesn't have a date, it's not published. So let's see what this controller does. It's starting to rain here. For now, it only shows videos. So we create a query builder for the video model. We want to know how many comments there are for each video. And then we call the Paginate method, which grabs the first 10 videos. So the results of that query, we give it to the view along with the term, which for now is empty. I'll show you that in a minute. So let's get back to our browser. And here it is. These are the 10 first videos. And this pagination is all default Laravel built-in stuff. Nothing fancy going on right here. This little interface is just boilerplate Tailwind. I grabbed it from the documentation. Also nothing special going on. Simple form, simple table, and a nav for the pagination. So to prove to you that this works, let's comment out the video query, and I'm going to show you the book query. Let's refresh the page. There it is. Oh, I'm still on page 2, so let's get back to page 1. Here we are. So we've got books. Let's show you the posts. Let's take a close look at the view. So here's the view. It's just, like I said, a really simple HTML page. We can focus on this part right here. This is the search form. And this is the table. And this view uses the new dynamic component feature that got introduced in Laravel 8. So for each row, we call a dynamic component, and we give it the class base name of the model itself. So let me explain that for you. Let's grab the first video. So video equals video first, and let's dump that. Hit refresh, and here's our first video with an ID of 1. So in my view, I want to know what kind of model this is. So I could use the class name, but I don't want the namespace. I'm not interested in app models for this demo. So Laravel has a little helper method called class base name. And when you give it an object, this is what it returns, just video, which is great for our use case. In a larger app, you probably want to do this a bit more sophisticated, but for now, this works fine. So if we have a collection with mixed models, mixed type of models, with this helper method, class base name, we can find out what kind of view we need. So let's get rid of this again. Let's go back to our search view. So for each model we find, the corresponding view. So here it is, views. This is the file we're looking at, and here we have components. And for each model, I've created a table row, because for each model I want to show different attributes. Like I said, a book has a title, and a video has a name, and we also have different attributes for the dates. So the video has published at, book has released at. All right, let's see what this term input thing does. Let's go back to the videos. Refresh the page. And say we want to search for maybe access. We can type that right here. And this is a form with a get method. So this is not a post method, but a get method. So everything we fill in right here, we will see here in the query string. And we can grab that query string with the input method on the request object. We could also do query, I think. I don't think it really matters that much. No, that works fine as well. So yeah, let's go with query. Still works. So the Eloquent builder has a when method, and we give it that term. So when the term is not null or not empty, we're gonna search. We want the name to be like the term, and we start and end with wildcards. So let's see what query this produces. Let's open the debug bar. And here it is. So we have a little count, and then we have the select. So let's grab that and run it manually. Can I make this bigger? Yeah. So what this does, it selects the videos and all its columns from the videos table. It limits to 10 rows with an offset of 0, because this is the first page. And we want the name to be like access. So here are the wildcards again. And there's also this subquery, which counts all the comments for each video. That's this one right here. So that's like not having the n+1 problem. So you don't want to count all the comments for each video when you loop over it in the view. So what today is about is mixing those queries. I want to search through books, posts, and videos in one query. And to make that a bit easier, I've created a package a while ago. And I call that one Laravel Cross Eloquent Search. So let's install this package via Composer. So again, this is just an up-to-date Laravel 8 app. Composer require the package. It has no additional dependencies, so it's only downloading this package. And let's go back to our code and let's start with the video. So again, results equals, let's see, yeah, there's a search facade, this one, from the package we just installed. and we can give it the video class, if I remember correctly. So yeah, add video, and then give it the column we want to search through. So in this case, video class, we want to search through the name. We want to paginate it with 10 per page. And then we have to call the get method. So the only thing different between the package and the default Laravel query builder is this paginate thing. So in default Laravel, you've got to you don't have to call this get method. You can just call paginate, and then it returns I think it's called a length aware adapter. But with this package, we need to know if we're going to paginate the results before the get method. So just a minor thing. Don't worry too much about it. Let's comment this out. And let's see what we get when we search for access again. Ooh, empty search query exception. Yeah, that makes sense, because we didn't give it the term, of course. So give it a term, hit refresh, and we have no results. And that's because by default this package doesn't add a wildcard at the start of the term. So it only does access wildcard. Let's fix that. It has a method start with wildcard, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So let's close the debug bar. Now I've refreshed the page, and now we are searching with the package, and we get the same 3 results we had before the refactor. So let's give it a search term of A, maybe. And it still has the date, which is fine, but we broke the comments. Let's take a look at the video view. We need that comments count. So instead of giving it a class, we can also give it the query builder. So let's replace class with count comments. Hit refresh again, and our comments are back. Let's add the other models as well. So now we have video. Let's add post as well. Don't forget the comments count again. And posts, we want to search to the title. Same with book. So now we have video, post, book. Yeah. Let's hit refresh. So now we have a bunch of books. We have a lot of results. Let's see. Let's go to page 2. So now we have books. We still have books. Maybe let's go to page 10. Ah, there are videos and posts as well. So they're all mixed up. And that's because by default it sorts by the updated at column. So you can find that in the documentation as well. And we can give that add method a third argument, which is the column to order by. So for example, this video model we want to order by published at. Same for post. And for books we want to sort by released at. Save. Let's go back to Page 1. Oh, I am on page 1. These are all null. Oh yeah, so we have videos and posts that are not published. So let's fix that. In the post model, I added a scope called published, which makes sure every book is or every post is published. And I did the same for videos. So let's see, video published and post as well. Published. Let's hit refresh. And now we have our dates back. So these results are ordered ascending, but you probably want to start with the latest. So let's fix that in a minute. So now we have books, videos, and posts. And maybe let's search for access again. Only has a book. I found one word that has, yeah, tangible, I think it was. So there is a post with tangible, intangible, and video as well. Oop. Let's see if we can find a word, maybe user. Yeah. So we have user-centric, user-friendly, graphical user interface, user-facing. This is cool, right? So what we can do now is make another call to this search facade called order by descending, just like the Laravel Eloquent query builder. And now it sorts from new to old. And the pagination still works. Let's take a look at the queries. This is a mess, but it works. So searching through 3 models with pagination takes 5 queries, which are really fast, around a millisecond. So I think there's one more thing I want to show you. Let's see, let's go through the features. Oh, there are actually 2 more things I want to show you. So let's start with the first one. Let's see. Maybe I want to search for, what do we have here? Regional database. Let's see. So yeah, this is the example I was looking for. So this package parses the term and it searches for both this word and this word. So what if I want to search for a combination of these words? It's a very common thing, like on Google, to do this. And this package actually supports this by doing this. But maybe you want to do this by default. And there is a method for that as well. And I have to look it up. It's called don't parse term. So let's see what it does. Oh. Hit refresh. And so now we get this this result back by default. So maybe that was a bit too quick. Let's do it again. By default, this package searches for both words. So here we will find the first word, first word, second word, and here only the second word. And you can do this one term search by doing this, double quotes around it, just like on Google. But maybe you want to do this by default. So you want, in this case, we get one result back. And maybe you want that to be the default. So then you can use this don't parse term method. Let's save it again. There it is, one result. All right, I promised you one more thing. So I will disable this again and let's search for user again. This package allows you to search through multiple columns per model. So now it only searches through the name or the title, but a book has a, I think I call it a description or maybe a subtitle, I don't know. And for video and post as well. And maybe we want to search through these columns as well. So let's take a look at the book example. Let's see, let's go to our book factory. A book has a title and a description. So I want to search through the title and the description. And we can do that by making the second argument an array. So title and description. Let's see if this still works. Yeah, we still get user back. So as you might see, as you might discovered, all the titles and names are English sentences. And these descriptions and subtitles are Latin. So let's search for a Latin word like this one. Let's see. That works. Let's search for user as well. Let's see what happens. So here it found a book with a word in the description. And here it found a book with a word in the title. So that's pretty cool, I think. And I think that's it for today. Let's give the package one more look. So search through one or more Eloquent models. That's what we did. Let's clean up a bit. I think the searcher also has maybe a new method. I'm not sure. No. Let's see. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was new. Nope. Well, never mind. Maybe we can do this just for the visual part of it. No. Who cares? So, little recap over here. Where are the features? Search through one or more Eloquent models. We did that. We are searching through the videos, through the posts, and through the books. We did some pagination, 10 per page. Search through single or multiple columns. We did that as well with the books. We look through the title and description columns. Use constraints and scoped queries. that's what we did as well. So we added a published scope to the video and post builder, and we added a count to all three of them. What we didn't do was eager load a relationship, but we did something like that with with count. In database sorting, yeah, we are sorting by these different columns, and now we are ordering from new to old, but it defaults to old to new. So that's it for today. I will update the GitHub repository with this one, with our little refactor. So stay safe and don't be shy to ask questions. Yep. I will update this in a few minutes. So thanks again, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.